I know in the comments section there's been a lot of people wondering who's the next manager for Youth Squad Legends when we go to Harrogate. Well, for the first time ever, I'm going to let you guys decide. We've got 4 candidates. If you're favourite from the Wimbledon series and not here, well, I do have like stories, background stories on what they get up to after their Wimbledon career over on Twitter, just so you get some closure to that story. I've chosen these 4 because I think these 4 would be the best managers or the most motivational people. Let's start off with the guy that's like Mr. Motivator here, Johannes Schnegg. The image viewer doesn't want to work. How can something so simple like an image viewer crash? Let's try that again. So Schnegg's 4-2-4 formation is probably the most simple out of the ones that we're going to see today, with a flat back 4, a flat midfield, the only real difference being that the right forward is just slightly behind the left forward, but only slightly. However, the fun comes with his tactics. His team is going to be super aggressive, and it was one of my most enjoyable things in Wimbledon, building a team around what Wimbledon had prior to Durante joining. So they had drop back and fast build up, I believe. And in this series, I want to bring in a manager that will prove to the world that his style of thinking can work and can win a Champions League. So this is Schnegg. He's going to be aggressive. There's going to be a lot of sliding tackles coming in. A similar thing to Adam Nichols. So this is how his formation would be. He's got a holding midfielder and an attacking midfielder. The right striker a little bit deeper, I believe, in comparison to Schnegg's, and the right winger, just to make sure that there's some kind of balance there, obviously, with the right-sided central midfielder being deep. He too will go super aggressive. However, the fullbacks will be on cover duty if the centre-backs get out of position. Now to the 2 managers I believe will be the front runners in this vote. We've got Enzo Bardi first. The greatest goalkeeper that Youth Squad Legends has ever seen. He's going to put a lot of faith into its own goalkeeper, pushing the defensive line very high, almost on top of the midfielders, and the goalkeeper's going to be a sweeper. And all 7 back here are going to try and distribute to the wings. This is probably the most traditional of tactics, even though it does have that sweeper keeper, which shows how mad the other 3 are. I believe in FIFA 21 they've sorted out the lob through balls, so they're played in front of a player instead of right at their feet. So that could be really good, sending those kind of passes onto the wing, get some crosses in. Maybe headed goals are back in FIFA 21, I would think so. And then to the player that I think has got the most football knowledge out of all the Wimbledon players, it's Mikel Okonkwo. And this 4-2-4 is quite brave, but it could be revolutionary. We've got a centre-back sitting deep as a sweeper. Everybody else presses. Playing a possession-style football, of course. That right-sided striker is the star player, linking up the midfield with the attack. I don't know if we're gonna like do the full beans and just go constant pressure. That will be interesting to say the least. I've tried my best to bring out Mikel Okonkwo's characteristics in this tactic. Not only being super intensive, but with the right forward, I'm going to call him centre forward. We've got a striker and a centre forward. The centre forward potentially dropping back and making a 4-2-3-1 or even a 4-3-3 at times. Dynamic is Mikel Okonkwo, so that is obviously the most complex, developed by the large football IQ of Mikel Okonkwo. Honestly, I don't think any of that will change your mind if you want to see a certain player manage Harrogate Town. But if you're on the fence, if you want to see something interesting, if you like the look of one of those tactics, then hopefully this video has made your decision. I mean, it's a decision that maybe you wasn't expecting, because usually I pick the manager, but there's so many decent candidates from the Wimbledon series. I'd be happy with any of these, really. We'll do a straw poll, I think. Put it down in the description box. Yeah, FIFA 21, not that far away. Can't really say a date yet. It seems like the early access will be at the start of October. Hopefully I can get it earlier than that, fingers crossed. You have a really nice day, guys, and hopefully your selection gets chosen as manager. See you later.